Here's the true
Hmm.
premise of this whole thing. Are these things really meant to be? One, the Lost Boys. That should not be a thing. Two, the fact that we have several trillionaires. That should not be a thing either. Three, we are knowingly trying to bring alien life form to Earth.
It goes back to what you asked last episode.
Hey, what's up? It's Rashad Antonio. We are the Upon Further Review, Alien Earth, Episode 3, Metamorphosis. All spoilers. This show is it's pretty darn good.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
can't lie, yo. Like I'm enjoying my time watching this, and I can't say that about everything that I watch, but this has been a very enjoyable time with Noah Hawley and the gang over on FX via Hulu via Disney Plus. Um, where you want to start?
I just want to say this. This show, for me, and me not being a super duper Alien fan, like I am a fan of Alien the franchise, but I'm not into the deep lore and everything like that. I, for me, this show right here is basically has evoked the movie into the small screen because aliens, Romulus, whatever. It it is more than just a sci-fi film. It's a horror film. Those movies are horror movies. And this show is giving me all those beats with you see the xenomorph creeping around and stuff, the
Hey, that was a
corners,
good. That was pretty good with the noise too, yo. Yeah.
say creeping around the corners and stuff like that. And or else the jump scares or whatever. Man, oh shit, that's me the whole time watching. God damn, oh, what I'm saying, watching this, man. So I am all for it. I'm all about it. I'm happy that this is what it is. And this episode right here, I think, was a great character building episode.
Yeah, that's a
Great
good
character building episode,
that's a
whatever.
good place to start because this episode is definitely like the fallout from the first two,
Mm-hmm.
seeing how now we have people making just the dumbest decisions.
Dumbest decision.
Like, shout out to okay, all right. I'm trying to gather my thoughts because I'm trying to formulate a premise in my mind, and I don't know what I want to say. Like, I feel like I want to say that humans are stupid, or y'all shouldn't be like we got to grow up at a certain point, or
We aren't Toys R Us kids forever, yo.
yeah, or like what do you do when you have nothing left? Like this is a lot of there's a lot of themes going on in this, and it's
And
centered around
humans
certain
love to play
characters.
God.
Yes, yes. Why? Like, is this like are okay? Here's the true
Hmm.
premise of this whole thing.
Okay.
Are these things really meant to be? Because we're dealing with several things that should not be meddled with. One, the Lost Boys and Wendy. That should not be a thing. Two, the fact that we have several trillionaires. That should not be a thing either. No. Three, we are knowingly trying to bring alien life form to Earth.
It goes back to what you asked last episode. On that crew, who said, "Man, you see that black thing over there with the other mouth inside? That's dope. We ought to take that back to our planet."
And here's the thing
Why?
with that too, because like as oh yeah, and as I was corrected by the internet, essentially the life cycle of a xenomorph is like that of a horsefly because them joints just get born and then they grow super fast. Like I didn't
Oh,
realize
for real?
that. I was like, oh,
Okay.
okay. So essentially you got egg, face hugger,
Mm-hmm.
implanting of the young xenomorph into
Mm-hmm.
the host,
Mm-hmm.
chest burster,
Mm-hmm.
little baby, little cutesy xenomorph running around. Hello,
Mm-hmm.
my baby.
Hey
Hello,
man,
Badala. And
Spaceballs.
and then you get the the drone.
The soldier
xenomorph.
drone.
Yeah, so like that's how and this happens really, really fast. So with that being said, you saw eggs. You also saw a face hugger. And you said that walking stingray looking thing, manta ray looking thing, let's take that back and put it in some water, along with all the other things. So, like, again, and okay, all right. I'm sorry. Because I've been thinking a lot since last episode. Yutani, Grandma Yutani, clearly knew what they were looking for.
Hmm.
Like, without a shadow of a doubt, like now I'm really convinced that
Oh yeah,
Yutani Corp knew exactly what they were looking for.
but you got to go back. This goes back to Prometheus
That's what I'm saying.
and Alien Covenant.
That's what I'm saying.
So
So like
yeah.
she like for some reason she was still on that vibe. Like, look, even though they failed however many years in the past,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna send out more research vessels to go find those things, and then I'm gonna try to bring them back to Earth. And this is after the reports of everything that happened
Hmm.
in those two instances.
Yeah.
So like, so again, we can't be out here trying to play God just all in the name of research
And
or
yeah, science. So you know what I'm
science
saying?
or even how young Einstein was like bioweapons, like all those are mine now.
Hmm.
And just yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on in this show in this like 50-minute episode
Yeah.
that was very intriguing to me.
Yeah. I mean, right. I mean, same thing. And I mean, you just got. And here's the crazy part about it. Near the end of it, why is it the synth? Why is it that the synth Kish is the only one that's like he's doing what he's told, but he also is like, yo, this is kind of crazy we doing right here. Because your boy Kavalier got so excited. He walked up in there, saw the little egg, and was like, ooh, it was leaning, and that egg was like, oh, come closer, nigga. Yeah, please go closer. My man snatched and yoked him up. What are you doing? What are you doing? Threw him out and said, yeah, he knew you was that thing knew you was getting it in jail. He was like, yeah, he says, that's where Boy Cavalier was like, oh, all right, no humans, all sense, you in charge, bro, of this. And out of this, what did they do, Rashad? I know we just talking about the ending.
No,
The
it's
ending
all
part was
good because it's
the ending part was very like, what are y'all doing? Because um Wendy's brother, woo,
you got the brakes beat off of
he got
him.
the brakes beat off him by the xenomorph and got impaled and you know they took him back to the
Neverland.
yeah the prodigy Neverland thing or whatever, and they doing a surgery to kind of bring him back, you know, life. They removed his lung. They remove one of his lungs. And Kish, after doing the surgery on the face hugger, he removes the little mini baby, you know, saying ingested, you know, ingest that the face hugger drops in when it latches on and it gives you that Gok 3000 and goes down your gullet. I mean, it does. We all know it do. It does. We've seen the little thing come out it, and he was able to get it out, put it in some type of solution. He takes it to another room where Mary's brother's lung is basically like almost in suspended animation,
Just
still like
chilling.
just still pumping and alive. And then he drops the little alien, the baby egg xenomorph thing in, and it goes and you know, for lack of a better term, just like in reproduction, it was like a semen, and it the egg was the lung, and it burrowed itself into the lung to you know what I'm saying, to sit there and gestate to become a full grown, you know, xenomorph eventually. And I was just like, what? Y'all just killed this thing. What are you doing? Because what did we see earlier in the episode where Mary and her brother are fighting that xenomorph that was, as Rashad said last week, eviscerating everybody. You know, she was protecting her brother. After he got impaled, they found a way to put him like in a little like storage area. She got stuck in there with him. She took that thing out, yo. She ripped the head. She ripped the head off, or whatever, and it died. And
Are
my
you
thing
mad
is
that they didn't show that?
slightly because you showed us some other wild stuff on this show. You showed us a man
Yeah.
that was cut in half, dragging the top part of his body with his spine dangling out of him. Am I lying, Rashad?
Yeah, but like I'm kind of torn too because I
Uh
like
huh.
because it was a cool reveal that like she really killed that thing with the cleaver of a paper cutter.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, it would have been cool just to see that. But I get it. Budget,
Yeah.
y'all really blew the budget out in the first two episodes. So like
Yeah, y'all did.
I
For
get
real.
it. I get it. I
For
gotta
real.
yeah. But
You
so
know, go ahead.
because when I looked at that scene is also another question. What's so special about these two kids? Well, not kids, but about these two siblings. What is so special about Wendy and her brother?
Yeah,
Because the xenomorph doesn't just readily kill him.
that's a good point.
He kind of holds him,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? He skeets all over him and he got him stuck down. And Wendy has to come, kind of chop him out of it. So I'm trying to figure out why did he do that? Like why
Right,
does
yeah.
xenomorph do that? Because
Because
because like
he took him away and bowed and pieced out and
yeah, it took him to the
or whatever.
back of the cooler. You know what I'm saying? What it was kind of was to me is a predator kind of on callback for like the meat
Yeah.
hook and like like the I guess it was cow. I hope it
I
was a cow.
I guess maybe this, Rashad. Maybe we know the xenomorphs have some semblance of intelligence.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe if I recall, I've seen them do this before in the other movies. Maybe this is a way for them to have a host for some more of the face huggers.
I guess like it's
But
just it's
yeah,
just conveniently it's him. So like I get
yeah,
that if people are like yo like that bastard should have died. Like no, he definitely should have
mhm,
died. But like yeah. So I felt like he was kind of trying to keep him on ice. You know what I'm saying, to preserve his body.
yeah,
But yeah, so like that part too. With Wendy, okay. She got like the sixth sense or something. Cause like she can hear the frequencies of the xenomorph
yeah. I have
and
no
she's like feeling their like, I don't know, almost like feeling their emotions.
Well,
Because we
Boy Cavalier did make her a little bit more advanced than the other hybrid sense or whatever.
yeah, but
But yeah, it's like
in what manner though?
right.
You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
thing. What manner? Because like yeah, 'cause she was convulsing and stuff after it gave birth, and you saw the the face hugger get taken out, take out the little egg thing and all that. And you was here like I was like, why is she hearing this high frequency noise? Because she said it before one time before. She was like, "Do y'all hear that?" When she was
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
and they
They
were
set it
like,
up, but
"Yeah,
it felt like she is like almost transcendent in a way. Like she's the
yeah,
like it felt like it's more than just she got better software.
yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? It almost
yeah."
feels like something like
It's like
innate.
she's in tune with nature or something. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't like, yeah, like y'all gotta explain that. I feel like there's a comp for that somewhere. I just can't
Yeah.
think of like what it is. Like there's some sort of there's something weird going on with her because and also this another thing too, like they effectively sidelined both of them this whole episode.
Oh yeah.
This
Uh-huh.
episode was really this episode was about Morrow.
Oh, definitely.
Like Morrow got the most characterization
Mhm.
in this episode, and he also has proven himself to be an effective manipulator of children.
Yeah, man.
Bro, like it's so funny. So he calls up the Yutani Corp,
Mm-hmm.
and the person hits the phone. She was like, "Yeah, I need to speak to Yutani." She's like, "Man, nigga, I ain't Yutani." Although you probably thinking of my grandma. It's been 65 years, big dog. She dead. I'm running
Mm-hmm.
it now. Not even her mom.
Yeah.
She is. I'm running this now. So no other questions to ask. Where my stuff at?
Yeah.
So there's this overwhelming like thought that these aliens is where it's at. Like, and
Uh-huh.
everybody is on very one track minded about that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is generationally.
Yeah.
So imagine your grandma talking about stuff, and then mom talking about stuff,
And they
and
telling
then
you.
third generation talking about stuff, and then the ship that's been out there for longer than you've been alive crash lands into somebody else's territory.
Yeah.
So the almost like the prophecy fulfilled of the other life form coming down to Earth to I guess in their eyes to save them from whatever
Mm-hmm.
is now here, and now you get to fulfill what your grandma's legacy is.
Yeah.
And that's just very interesting to me.
And then even a conversation with granddaughter Yutani with boy Kavalier. She's like, look here. Hey, sorry this happened. I want my stuff. And he like, oh, it's your ship. But you in my territory. And what's in my territory is mine. And yeah, and I mean you got that. So Morrow whole mission now is he is a one track mind person
Hmm.
because he's like she tells him because when she Yutani talks and he's like blah 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 blah. This is what happened. Things went wrong, but we're here and this and that. She's like, all right, bet, cool. Come on back to base so we can debrief you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. He's like, no, I'm going to get. This is my life's work. This exact word, my life's work. I'm going to get the stuff. And she was like, all right, do what you gotta do, big dog.
She was like, "You ain't got no friends."
You got the right,
It's
no
like, nah,
friends.
man. All my friends are dead.
Dead. Yeah, oh my god. And him playing on them Lost Boys. Oh my god, I forget which one they oh my god. They shout out to those actors because they are playing the role of two scared little boys in adults' bodies wonderfully. And he's sitting there like,
Hmm.
no, don't tell. He says, don't tell me what. And he's like, nothing. Like, nothing or whatever. And you know, and you can see how scared they are of this man. And you know, he even threatened by taking a knife to their throat to one of their throats and stuff or whatever, man. And putting a
Yeah,
little yeah.
yeah. Put a little device on it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like a contact or something. This looked
Uh-huh.
really, really weird. And it's funny because I love it how as he's talking to them, Morrow figures out that like these ain't just sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was like, hold on.
Parents. What you mean,
When he
parents?
said, when is a machine not a machine? You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, so he's really trying to like, he's really going through this whole, and like, yo, shout out to that actor, yo,
Uh-huh.
because he's playing like, I'm getting like revelations throughout this whole thing so well, and just how he like, okay, it's what's the kid's name? The kid's name is Slightly,
Slightly, yeah, huh?
and Slightly and Shmi, Slightly and
Um,
Shmi.
yeah.
So these two kids are because the confusing thing to me when like it's like a bit of a cognitive dissonance where
Mm-hmm.
like they're acting like sixth graders,
Mm-hmm.
but they look like they're 25.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of juxtaposition is where is where what's that dude's name? Morrow is. Because
Yeah.
Morrow is trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Like why are they like
And then he
this?
said, "Why are y'all like acting like kids?"
And
He
and
said,
Slightly
"Cause
was
we
like,
are."
he said, I'm not a kid. I'm not a kid. And they was acting like two stupid kids. Like
Uh-huh.
and I thought that this may get annoying,
Mm-hmm.
but to me, like it just informs the characters like really well to me because all their motivations are based in like a 10-year-old's mind.
Mm-hmm.
So like imagine being like a man child, like the true definition of a man child.
Mm-hmm.
And because they're basically strong, like invulnerable to a lot of things, and they
Mm-hmm.
can do all the stuff that like a synth can do. But since their minds are like childlike minds,
Mm-hmm.
they still processing stuff like a kid. Which I'm gonna
Yeah.
get to. I got a question later on I want to ask,
Mm-hmm.
but back to Morrow. So Morrow puts the thing on slightly. And then she tells he tells Yutani, look, yo, I think I got a way to get in. Just
Yeah.
just give me some time.
Mm-hmm.
As he was at some sort of like cyber rave internet
Yeah.
brothel bar, like it was just a lot
Yeah.
of stuff going on.
Like
It
something from
felt
the Matrix.
it
Like
felt
right.
very Blade Runner
Yeah,
esque
Blade
to
Runner.
me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But Morrow, man, like Morrow, his character to me, even the first couple episodes, like yo, most interesting character to me.
Yeah. And he also too mentioned something about like he like kids. He was like, he says, I'm a father myself. You know. So I can't wait until we get a backstory on about him and what he had to do to become a cyborg to be able because you see he wiped that memory clean on that ship. He took the things and hooked them up to his head. It was sitting there doing it. But luckily for the Prodigy group,
Yeah, what's
Kish
called
was it
already got it. Yeah.
Kish had already got in there and got a whole bunch of saying a whole bunch of stuff out. And he even like, was able enough to kind of not necessarily scare Morrow off when he came around. Morrow kind of knew like, all right, I might have a problem with Big Dog right
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I obviously see that he's a synth. But oh yeah,
Yeah.
before we get with Morrow, the conversation with Morrow and Slightly was really good because
Mm-hmm.
Slightly said something about like, yeah, everybody needs friends.
Uh-huh. And at the end.
And at the end, when he lures him in like a predator, where's David Hansen when you need him, Chris Hansen when you need him,
Mm-hmm.
he says, yeah, I remember what you said earlier about friends. Everybody needs friends. Would you be my friend?
Would you be my friend?
And he was like, yeah,
Yeah, I'll be your friend.
we can be
Yeah,
friends.
we can be friends. Because and he played off that because kids, their basic instincts are they want to be friends with people. They want to have friends. They want to be liked, and they
and,
want
and
friends.
and and they have a blind trust.
Right, blind trust. Like, oh, he's nice. He want to be, even though he is scared to death of Morrow or
But
whatever.
still, like, yo,
Yeah,
like he want to be cool. But think about it like this. And this is kind of, excuse me,
hurt you.
this kind of goes into what I feel about just the kids in general. And I'm gonna
Uh huh.
transition to
Curly.
nah, what's the other one? With the eyes. I forgot her name. I'll
Okay.
think of it in a second. But either way, they're they want to have some sort of trust and trust the world.
Mm-hmm.
All these kids were sick. So it depends on if they were sick for a long time, they could have been sick their entire lives. So they were living very sheltered lives prior to this experimentation.
They probably ain't have a
You
lot of
probably
interaction
have
with
a whole
kids.
that's what I'm saying. Or you in
Mm-hmm.
the hospital, only people you've seen is like doctors and your family.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this kind of like we don't know their backstory. We don't really know what their trauma is, which kind of
Mm-hmm.
leads me to Nibs because Nibs is having a breakdown. Nibs said, "Yo, I don't know about none of this,"
Yeah.
and she feels like she's like the youngest out of all of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And Nibs is like, man, why is like
Why are we here?
why
Why?
like why me?
Uh-huh.
Why I didn't get picked my name? Nigga, why
Uh-huh.
Peter Pan? It's so
Yeah.
odd to me. Like she's asking basically, Nibs is the audience.
Yes.
So everything the audience is asking, Nibs is
It's
asking
asking here.
in the actual show.
What we're thinking and want to ask, she's actually asking in the show. and
and they not giving her no real answers. You
she
know,
already and she didn't realize quick, fast, in a hurry. This is weird.
yeah,
This whole situation is weird. And even based, and then let's get off of Nibs real quick. Let's get to Curly. We got our
bro.
first hater in the show.
Yo,
got our first
I was waiting for a hater too. Yo.
got our first hater in the show. Curly comes back to Neverland, goes and meets with boy Kavalier, and gives like an update. He's like, all right, yeah, cool, blah blah blah. Says, hey, question. Why are you so concerned about Wendy and this and that? Why is she the leader? I'm just as good as her. I said, oh, here we go. And here's the thing. Boy Cavalier knows that Curly ain't nowhere as good as Wendy. He knows this. And he says, well, he's like, well, what makes you feel this way? Oh, this is that. I can tell you this. I can tell you that. And what does he do? He plays on childhood jealousy and says, you know what? Cool. You do this, and we'll talk some more. And then maybe you can be my new favorite
Yo,
or whatever.
because she was like, look, man, I got ideas.
Mm-hmm.
When the only thing she cared about her little stupid ugly
Yeah,
brother,
yeah, she did say it too. I
and
don't care about her brother.
and like I can be great. Matter of fact, I can be greater than you one day,
Yeah.
boy, Cavalier.
Yeah.
He's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, for real? Hey, man, I got some books, and I
Mm-hmm.
want you to read. Then come back and we talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, he's and it felt and that whole and the conversation between them felt again just feels so predatorial.
Yeah, predatory and manipulative.
Yeah, I was like,
And then
ugh.
that creepy ass smile that he gave at the end of like
Also, since we're on Bull Cavalier, I just want to say, mine is not wearing no shoes. Bull Cavalier's dripped out in Coogee this episode.
yes.
Man, he had the
Yeah.
Coogee pants and the
Down to the
Coogee
socks.
jacket.
Down to the socks.
I said,
Pinky
yo.
would be proud.
I said, hey, for real, yo.
For
Rings
real.
and watch filled with rocks. I said, man, boy Cavalier is dripped out this
Hey
episode.
man, you a trillionaire. You can wear what you want, bro. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
like
saying?
I'm just wearing this around the house.
Uh-huh.
This is my $1,100 Coogee around the house wear.
We're the finest of threads. Oh, my man about to hit the people Hernandez. This is Egyptian cotton, motherfucker.
Shout out Jeffrey Wright, yo.
Yeah, yeah, shout out Jeffrey. This is Egyptian cotton, motherfucker. Yeah,
Tiger
man.
Woo. Anyway,
Tiger
yes.
Woo. Tiger Woo.
So like Boy Cavalier's whole episode is just in over his head. And I think that's just kind of goes into the whole just the folly of man. Like that,
Mm.
like I'm going to like again, also I think did we say this last episode? We thought he's kind of on the spectrum. Did we say
Yes,
that?
we did.
Yeah, so that kind of and that was reaffirmed this episode because as soon as he saw there was like some aliens up there,
Uh,
oh yo, let's get after this. And Kirsch was like, fam, we almost threw away 10 years of R&D just on one day.
yeah, on one day we
And
did.
he was like, so the hell what? We got
Right.
aliens.
Right. And even the other engineer dude was like, yo, what is, you know what I'm saying? He was like laying him out like, hey man, this and that, blah, 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 blah. All because of this. He says, yo, we want her. And he was like, she did good. Type stuff or whatever, man. Yeah. He yeah. Yeah.
Boy is out here like definitely yeah. Still
If
boy
by
'cause-
the end of this series or whatever, Prodigy fails, he needs to look in the mirror.
and that's what when I was watching this about midway through when they finally brought the the xenomorph, dead xenomorph, the eggs and everything over.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, this is why we don't see no prodigy. And this is why
Yeah.
all this stuff, because like nobody is surviving this.
Mm-mm.
And this
They're dabbling in the things they have no idea about. At least with Wayland Yutani.
they
They have an
obviously have
idea.
an understanding.
I have an understanding of what is going on and what this is. This dude, this kid here, he's just a kid. It's like, oh no, I got a new, you know,
He
it's
said
like,
all this. He said all that for a shiny new toy, and like, and it's so apropos because this bastard don't want to grow up and be mature. Like he stay want to be like I like it. Nigga, his name is Boy Cavalier. So
yeah,
like there's this that whole Peter Pan aesthetic is it's
creepy,
so creepy, yo.
creepy and weird.
By the way, the creepiest part to these last three episodes has been this. The guy in the hazmat suit hosing things down. Who is that man? What is he doing? Why do things need to be hosed down? And what happened to make these walls be in this shape? Like like when I mean I'm so curious about him. And the thing is like the first episode, like I'm trying to figure out like is it like those like out of sync parts where they're like
Right.
like flashing forward or whatever. But like this episode, it happens in real time because this is after like Wendy wakes up out of her being rebooted
Mm-hmm.
and she starts following the where the aliens are
Mm-hmm.
because she's hearing the noises and stuff before she has a her little mental breakdown like Martin did when he was he was working for the post office. So like I'm just really like Noah Hawley he okay, so he did the same crap on Legion too, where it just be something random and it
Mm-hmm.
recurs. And be like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, like what is up with that? And in that case, it ended up being oh my God. What was the
The
main villain?
yeah, Aubrey
Yeah,
Platt.
Aubrey Plaza, but the
Yeah,
forgot.
I
I can't
can't think
think
of
of
the
it. Yeah,
character's name.
I can't think of it. I knew it was Lenny, but like Lenny ended up
Uh,
being
I think
whatever
it's
that
Shadow King.
yeah,
Shadow King,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. So like I'm just kind of curious to see what that's gonna lead to.
Yeah. Um, yeah, man. I mean, like I said, this episode was good character building. It showed you, it showed you what makes Morrow tick. Because you saw, he said, "Hey, this is my life work right here." You see, Boy Cavalier is a CLB. He's a creepy little bastard or whatever. Also, the xenomorphs are keeping their record strong of being a fan, freaky ass nigga. Because why do they always have to tackle you down, lean over you, and drool like like dude, eat me, dude. Just eat me or kill me.
Nah, I'm
Don't.
gonna give you my second mouth.
I'm gonna give you my second. I'm gonna give you my second mouth right here.
I'm
So
gonna put both my mouths on your
put both
boy.
my mouths on you, boy. And then you see, and now you're starting to see a little tension amongst the hybrids. You're seeing some tension
Yeah,
amongst the hybrids as
yeah.
far as, well, like I said, with Shmi and Slightly, what I'm saying, they have just been scared out of their damn minds, and Slightly now has been picked to be, you know what I'm saying, like, what I'm saying, the way in for Morrow. Then, like I said, you got Nibs, who's like, I think, oh, this is some bullshit. I'd rather had my cancer and died, in peace.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then you got
yeah.
Curly, who's like, yo, I love this. I'm better than that heifer over there and whatnot. And like you said, the two main characters of this were basically sideline characters, and one was able to wake up at the end and start tripping balls, and the other one is still.
Are they gonna put the xenomorph into him?
I'm gonna say I don't think they're gonna put it into him. I want to say they're not. I want to say they're just gonna keep it inside the and I think they're just gonna keep it inside that lung, because remember Kish was reading reports and stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, it ingests in you and it gets in your lung and it busts out of your chest, chest." I think that's why they kept, they took his lung out and did. If they put that back in him, they some dirty bastards. But I wouldn't put it past Boy Cavalier. I wouldn't put it past
Nah,
Boy Cavalier because
not at
he's a
all,
crazy
man.
dude,
He's
man, for
crazy.
real. You
All
got
right,
anything else,
Sean.
bro?
Well, that's it, man.
All right, my
Got a
man.
hard out. Anyway, I will see y'all next time. We'll be back. Shoot, maybe tomorrow. Because a Peacemaker debuts tonight at 9. I know you
Oh
probably
my
see it
God.
tomorrow.
I
Yeah. Yeah, Peacemaker tomorrow.
oh
So
man.
we'll figure that out. It may be
Mm,
Saturday because I got a pretty full day. Anyway,
okay.
Until the next time, all the things the Upon Further Review, IG, Facebook, TikTok, yada yada. Check the website.